Hello again, football fans. Welcome to Friday Night Varsity Preview, back for the first week of the 2010 football season. I'm Rachel George, joined in the studio by Aaron Schoonmaker. Lots of cool new things on the show this year, so let's get right to it.
Yeah, speaking of cool new things, the first thing we did this year was go to the Jamboree Luncheon, which we do every year. And this year we asked some of the fun questions. Some what do you like about your team? And Rachel caught up with a couple of these coaches. So let's take a look at that real quick.
We are here at the BB&T Jamboree Luncheon, and we're taking a little fun take, giving the coaches a break from the hard questions this year. What is your favorite thing about football?
The kids.
The relationships you build with the kids and the discipline that's involved with football.
I just love kids.
Now, so far they're all saying kids, and that's cool if you're a coach. If you're asking me, hitting. I want to see someone get knocked on their behind. Good interception. Drumline, I know it's not on the field, but the drumline's the best part.
I think the camaraderie with the coaches and the kids and just trying to get all of them to come together in one unified effort.
I think it's the discipline and life lessons. I know it's cliche, but football you get hit in the mouth, you got to get back up, and you have so many adversities in football. It's hot, you don't feel good some days, you still got to practice. So I guess that would be the discipline aspect would be the most important thing for me.
Absolutely. What would you say, Scott?
Well, I think Jimmy's right on the money. The one thing I might add to that is just the fellowship that you share with your fellow coaches and the players and the relationships that you build through sports. And I think, hopefully as coaches we can have an impact on a kid and maybe make a difference.
Teammates.
Okay.
I can go on and on about, obviously, the teammates is the big thing. You have a tendency to maybe have a little bit closer relationships, with a lot of people that you probably didn't think you would.
Building a relationship and helping the kids become successful young men.
My favorite thing is just being able to work with kids. The ability to get to lead them and guide them in the right direction and help them whenever they need helping, and then seeing them perform and be successful on Friday nights. It's a great thing.
Another cool new thing on the show this year is our box of props, some things generously donated/loaned by the schools in our area. And each week what we'll be doing, the You Pick 'em contest that we have on the blog is 8 games. I'm going to give you 5 of my answers, and not to brag, I was the office champion last season, so be good advice for you.
See what happens this year, though.
I'll give you 5 of my answers. You can get the other 3 on the website on Friday, as well as everybody else in the office's picks. But let's get started with this week. What are the matchups? Who do I got to pick here?
All right, Guru. We'll get started with this one. One of the key matchups this week, Laney-Jacksonville, rematch of each of the last 2 years where Jacksonville's kind of got the better of the Bucks. Who do you got this year?
This year, I got to find my prop here. I'm taking the Bucks. I'm saying no winless season. I know they went 0-11 last year, and that was tough. Looking up at the Jamboree, quarterback Mike Sheehan recovered from a collarbone injury that kept him out most of last year. It was a 3-point game last year down here. I think the Bucks have it this time around.
Going with Laney there. How about West Carteret and North Brunswick?
That's one, Gary Bishop always has athletes. West Carteret, I think North Brunswick has the luxury of playing in a tougher conference, so last year had comparable records around a little bit beneath 500, but this time around, the old school 80s South Brunswick stomach, or
Homage
North
to
Brunswick
the 80s with that one.
Yeah.
Going back in time.
That's right.
So North Brunswick, she got. Let's do Southwest Onslow Ashley. That's on our list this week. Who do you like in that one?
Well, typically when you look 1A versus a 4A, you're typically going to favor the 4A, but Ashley's struggled. Their numbers are a little bit down this year. And let's remember, Southwest Onslow played for the big 1A state championship last year. Phil Paget always has those guys ready, so I'm going with the Stallions.
All right, always good special teams with that team.
That's right.
As well. Let's do South Brunswick at Midway. Another tough game there.
Midway had some good play last year in the Tri-County. That's a really tough conference. Obviously, the 1A state champion coming out of there in Wallace Rose Hill. But I was very impressed with the passing game of South Brunswick in the Jamboree. So somewhere in here, we have a Cougars hat. Got to take the Cougars. I think Nawan Watts at quarterback, Cam Scott. Obviously, the defense is really good. I see them taking that one on the road.
Okay. And the last one we're going to look at, of the 5 of the 8, who do you like in the Trask Topsail game?
This is our game of the week. Very early, 2 area teams. Trask really had a breakthrough season last year. 6 wins, got to the second round of the playoffs, or maybe even the third round. Did really well. Topsail, very, very young. Again, 9 seniors only, coming off a 2-win season. Lost some close games, but I think the momentum's starting to swing in the way of Trask, so I'm taking the Titans.
All right. You still don't like that Black Cat, huh? Young Black Cats. All right. Well, be sure to check the website for the final 3 of Rachel's picks, including Whiteville Hoggard's a good one.
Now let's take a look at the rest of the games on the schedule. You should see them on your screen, but some highlights. Whiteville is at Hoggard, a rematch of a very close game last year that the Vikings were lucky enough to pull off. Goldsboro at New Hanover. The Wildcats won big last year, but Goldsboro also made it to the Eastern Final last year. Some other notables: East Duplin starts its last year under Coach Brian Aldridge, and East Columbus starts its first year under Coach Toby Cassell.
And I know they're excited about that Gator squad.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, that's it for us this week. Check us again on Friday night. We're going to do the flashback show. Gotta love that. Be sure to always check out Rachel's blog, Star News Varsity. Get on the website, starnewsonline.com. Till next week, till Friday, check us out.